Welcome back to Yoga Birch videos. Today we are going to be doing yoga for your heart. And what that means is we're just going to focus on opening up our chest, breathing into this center space, and really just moving through that today, whatever that brings up for you. So let's start on our mat here. And if you have a pillow or a blanket, roll that up and place it right underneath your shoulders, right in between your back. And we're going to start here. So finding that for yourself, opening up our chest. You can have it as low or as high as you want, however feels good here. And let's just start by breathing into our chest and opening up our heart. You can have your knees bent here, or let's extend them out. It's going to be more of a stretch for you. And let's just breathe. Starting to extend our breath. If you have a dog with you, give him a pet. Closing our eyes. And starting to think about our heart. If you want a deeper stretch in our shoulders, bringing up our hands over our head will give a nice deep stretch and really opening up this area. Before we start to move into our practice, let's bring our left hand to our chest and the right on top of the left. Feeling our heart center. Starting to move inward. One big breath here and releasing our hands, bringing our knees up, and just start by windshield wiping our legs, waking up our hips just a bit. Again, breathing into our shoulders, our heart, like Izzy. One more breath here. And let's remove whatever was underneath us. And squeeze our knees into our chest. Starting to rock back and forth. Inhaling, exhaling, releasing any tension if some accumulated here. All right, releasing our left leg and squeezing our right into our chest. Breathe here, rolling our ankles one way and the other. And let's switch, bringing our left knee into our chest. Rolling that ankle one way and the other. And now bringing both and just starting to rock on our spine. Finding a little bit of playfulness here, maybe a point of balance and boat, or just roll all the way back, just letting our spine get some blood flow to it. One more rock pause, maybe releasing, maybe starting to squeeze our knees together, creating a little heat Reminding our heart to beat, breathing there. Maybe extend one leg, the right side, and then the left. One more breath here. Extend both. Look up, shine towards the ceiling, and release. Coming to the center, coming to an easy position here. Let's inhale, squeezing those shoulders up to our ears and rolling them down and back. Just starting to work out some of the tension in our chest and our shoulders. One more breath to back and reverse. Let's inhale, our arms up and down to the side, stretching over to the right, bringing our right palm, spreading our fingers across the mat and twisting our chest towards the sky. Breathe. One more breath and release to the other side. Again, twisting up, pressing our palm down and opening up our heart. Remembering to keep that right hip grounded to the floor. One more breath and release. Bringing our right hand over our left and just giving ourselves a quick hug and bending into ourselves here, dropping our chin to our chest. Inhale. Bring our hands back up in front of us and just switch. So bringing the left over the right. Hiya. Bringing our chin to chest. And squeezing ourselves, hugging ourselves, folding in. One more breath and release. Bringing our hands behind us now and clasping our fingers, maybe leaning on our knuckles, and again, let's shine our chest forward, stretching into the front of our arms, our chest, our heart. Inhale, exhale, letting gravity take you all the way down, bringing our hands over our head. Inhale, release, and coming back up, letting our arms go, giving our shoulders another roll this way and to the front. And let's start by moving our neck a little bit, rolling our head from side to side, remembering to not crunch our neck, keeping it extending out and back. And if you'd like to continue the full circle, dropping your chin to chest and then coming around and being careful not to crunch your neck, but enjoying finding a spot maybe to hold, breathe in, and release. And whenever you roll to the front, switching directions. Enjoying this stretch in our neck. And let's inhale our arms up and do a little twist to the right, bringing our left hand to our knee, twisting back again, shining that chest, lifting through our spine and looking back over our right shoulder. Inhale here, exhale. Inhaling, coming back through the middle and over to the left side. Again, twisting from the spine, extending through the spine, shining our chest towards the sky. Breathe into any tension spots. One more breath. And release back to the center. Inhale. Let's bring our hands behind our head here and dropping our elbows down, letting gravity pull our neck forward, our chin to chest, making sure not to, with force, pull, but just lightly let gravity take your elbows down. Breathing, remembering to sit up through the spine, creating a nice stretch in our upper back and neck. Inhale, looking underneath our right arm. Then exhale back through center, coming over and looking under our left. Inhale, back to center. And let's press our head to our hands, spreading our shoulders, our elbows wide, shining again our chest to the ceiling, really opening up here. Enjoying this. Closing your eyes, feeling this stretch. Inhale, exhale, release. Let's come to hands and knees now and doing a couple of cat-cows. Enjoying that drop of our belly and pressing our chest forward, looking up. And then curling our spine in and up like a cat. And going at your own pace, finding what feels good here. Maybe looking back at our left foot and our right. Doing a little circle here, just waking up the spine. Inhale. And coming to neutral. Let's walk our palms out in front of us, keeping our hips over our knees, and starting to press down and forward into puppy pose. Maybe bringing your forehead to the mat. If not, just keep stretching down through your shoulders, opening up through your heart center. And relax here. Pushing, spreading your fingers wide. One more breath. And let's walk our hands back up, tucking our toes, engaging our core muscles, hovering for just a moment, creating a little bit of heat, getting our heart pumping, our blood, our breath flow. One more breath here in your hover, and let's press down and back into downward dog, our first dog of the day, so feel free to walk your dog, bending through one knee and the other, really shining your chest down towards your feet, opening up through your shoulders, feeling your heels pressing towards the ground, dropping your head. One more breath here. And let's inhale that right leg up, opening up our hips, twisting to the side, looking underneath our right arm. One more breath. And let's bring our knee to nose, engaging our core, sucking your knee into your chest, and pressing it back up. Doing that 3 more times. Bringing your knee in. Exhaling it back up. 2 more. Breathing. 1 more. Bringing it in. Hovering, hovering, hovering. And let's step through. Here we are, low lunge. Let's breathe here, dropping our knee, making sure our ankle's over, our knee is over ankle. And here we are, pressing down and through that left hip. Finding your bearings here. And let's come up onto our knee, pressing down, finding a little bit of release in your psoas. 1 more breath, and if you feel stable, bringing your arms up Again, slight back bend, shining your chest to the sky. Rolling those shoulders down and back. Breathing, sinking lower, stretching back. One more breath. And release. Coming back onto those toes. Finding your ankle in line with your knee. And let's bring our hands to our hips and slowly come up. Twisting that left foot back down. Knife edge of your foot towards the back of the mat. Keeping our hips square to the front. You might have to adjust, bringing your foot in. And here we are, setting up for warrior one. Let's sink a little bit lower, still making sure we can see the front of our toes. And inhale, bringing our arms up. Sinking low, looking up. Breathing here. Feeling your heartbeat, enjoying the feeling of being alive. Woo, we are alive. One more breath. And now let's start to bring our stance in a little bit, bringing our weight into our right leg. And coming to our prayer position. Bring your hands to our chest and starting to lift our left foot. Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3. Breathe here, keeping our hips as square as we can, lifting that leg, flexing that foot, a slight bend in your right knee, drop a little bit lower. Woo. If you lose balance, don't worry. Breathe, smile. Now let's start to come back down here, releasing that foot back into our high lunge. Inhale, and releasing back down, bringing our right foot to meet the left, hovering here in plank, taking a couple of breaths in plank, finding our shoulders over wrists, spreading firmly through our hands, feeling your heart, remembering to breathe. And let's shift forward and lower all the way down and through chaturanga. Take a breath here. Rolling our shoulders down. Breathing here. Enjoying this chest opener. Feeling your heartbeat. One more breath. And let's push back. Coming up, hovering. Again, just a moment. And pushing back to downward dog. Inhale here. 3 to 4 breaths. Again, shining our chest towards our feet. Pressing those heels towards the ground. Enjoy. Here we are. Our heart should be beating. We feel alive. One more breath. Now let's shift into our right foot and bring our left foot up, opening our hips, twisting to look underneath our shoulder. Bringing that leg up high. Smile. And coming back to a square pelvis. And now doing a little bit of core, bringing our foot in, hovering. Inhaling it back up. Knee to chest, hover. And back up. 3 more times. Hovering here. Remembering to breathe. And one more time. Squeezing, holding, and let's step through. Here we are. Inhale, finding our knee over ankle. And let's drop that right knee now. Starting to stretch into that right psoas. Inhale, pressing up, finding again. We can still see our toes, pressing down and through. And feel free to stay right here, or inhale, bringing your hands up, shining your chest forward, opening up your heart. Remembering to draw our shoulders down and back, pulling our elbow creases in line with our ears, sinking a little bit lower. You got this. Breathe. And let's release down. Coming to a low lunge, again, finding our knee over ankle, bringing our hands to our hips, and pushing up. Sliding that right foot now, knife edge towards the back. You might have to adjust your stance here. Again, finding our hips square to the front of the room, to the front of your mat. Inhale, bringing our arms up, sinking a little lower. Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. You are strong, shining your chest to the sky, sinking a little bit lower. Inhale, more breath, and bringing our hands to our heart center. Starting to move into our Virabhadrasana 3. So now, moving our weight into the left side of our body. Each side is different. So if you can't go up as high, that's okay. But again, feeling that connection of your thumbs to your heart. Keeping a nice slight bend in our knee. And here we are. Enjoy. Enjoy the shake. If you fall out, that's okay. Balance is funny. One more breath, and releasing back down. Here we are, one more low lunge or high lunge here. Bring your hands up, sink. And here we are, releasing our leg, hands, bringing our left foot to meet our right. Hovering again in plank. Finding your shoulders over wrists. Pressing the mat away from you. One more breath. Shift forward and all the way down, chaturanga. Coming through cobra. Breathing here. Enjoying this. And let's release. Coming into a Sphinx pose. So bringing our hands into an 11 shape. Stitching up through the middle. And here we are, rolling those shoulders down and back. Breathe here. Again, shining your chest to the sky. And let's release. Now coming to a wide cobra. So bringing your hands out to the side or a little in front of you. Out to that side will be a little easier. Front's going to be a little bit more strength building. Coming to our fingerprints. Inhale. And push up. Again, opening your chest. Shining your heart to the sky. One more breath. And release. Bringing our hands to the middle of our chest and pushing back. Coming to a wide child's pose. And here we are. Dropping our head. And release here, surrender. One more breath. Let's come up just a little bit and walk our hands to the right side, bringing our left palm over our right, getting a side body stretch here, sinking into that. Inhale, surrender, walking back through the middle, bringing our right hand now over left hand, sinking down and back. All right, now let's just slide our right hand underneath our left and just a little bit of a deeper stretch for our shoulders, upper back. And here we are. You can press the ground away from you with your left hand, looking up at the sky. One more breath here. And let's walk back to the right side, bringing our left hand underneath the right, and again, pushing the ground away from you with your right hand, twisting into that left side body. One more breath. Coming back through the middle, and here we go. Coming up here, taking a breath, rolling your shoulders out a little bit, to the front, to the back. And let's come up onto our knees, and we're going to start to do an Ustrasana camel pose. We'll go into it slow. So coming up onto our toes, tucking our toes, bringing our hand to our chest again, finding our center for just a moment. So left hand on our chest, right over our left. Let's breathe here for just a moment. Feeling our heartbeat under our hands. All right, let's inhale, open our eyes if they were closed. And inhaling our right arm up, around and back to touch our right heel, leaning back, shining our chest to the sky, opening up, letting it go. Let it go. One more breath. Bringing our hand back up and just switching sides. So bringing our right hand to our chest. Inhale that left arm up and around, coming back. And here we go, shining our chest to the sky. Inhale that left arm back up. And here we go. If you feel comfortable, follow me. If not, just go back to alternating sides. But if you are ready, let's inhale. Both arms up. And coming back to our heels, touching our right first and our left. And here we are, Ustrasana, camel pose. Keeping our head not to crunch our neck, right? Keeping it back towards that back wall. Strength there. Shining our face to the sky. One more breath. Release your tension. And let's inhale the right arm up, the left arm up. And here we go. Let's come back into a child's pose for just a second. Reverse the stretch. Inhale. And exhale, coming back up. Let's come to our seat here. Pulling our legs in front of us, making sure nothing is behind us. And slowly rolling down, vertebrae by vertebrae. And let's squeeze our knees into our chest, rolling out our back here, rocking back and forth. Now let's release the left leg, bringing our right leg in again, but twisting it to the left side. So here we go, letting that right leg fall over to the left, looking towards our right hand. Inhale, exhale. And inhaling that knee back up, squeezing both into our chest, and releasing that right leg now, and letting the left fall towards the right. Looking towards your left hand. Breathing into the stretch, enjoying the twist. Now let's inhale that back up. One last squeeze, one last rock. And before we release, let's bring our feet down towards as close to our glutes as possible. We're going to do one last chest opener to let the rest of anything else go. Any emotions that you no longer serve you, let's let it go in this last pose here of being vulnerable and shining our chest, our heart center to the sky. So let's inhale, squeezing our shoulders together and starting to engage through your legs and lifting your pelvis to the sky here in bridge pose. If you feel comfortable clasping your fingers behind you, bringing your chin to chest, your chest to the sky. Inhale, let it go. It no longer serves you. You are strong. Let it go. One last inhale here. Exhale, releasing your hands, creating space between your shoulders, and slowly letting your spine drop to the mat. Here we go. Now we're going to move into Shavasana. So let's do this one more time where you bring that pillow or blanket underneath your chest. You might feel a little bit more open, so if you want to make it a little higher, feel free. Okay, let's release our feet, coming a little bit wider than our mat. Inhale, exhale. Staying with your breath for at least 5 minutes here. Giving yourself that time to feel the effects of your practice. This is the most important pose. Thank you guys so much for being part of my practice today. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Yoga Birch. Namaste.